Whoa, 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 what's up? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we got a bit of Batman right there in back of my seat, and Dragon, whoa, in the corner. So, microwave, whoa. So just wanted to show you me. Oh, classroom, whoa. Nice, classroom, yeah. Awesome. So just wanted to say hi to you. And there we go. So going over our math, and so last time we talked about all these different things that you need to view. They're locked, and so you definitely want to complete all the items before it'll open up your first module, which was multiplying and dividing rational equations. And then quarter 2, module 2, adding and subtracting. So first of all, they recently told us, I don't know if this is going to change from year to year, but as of right now, the online principal, Mrs. Jennifer Boyer-Thurgood, said to open up all the modules and let you work at your own pace. So at least get each module done once a week, because there are 9 modules, 9 weeks in the quarter. But if you want to go faster than that, because you just find some open time, you know you're going to be busy with the project or work or sports later on, then yeah, go ahead and work ahead, because they're all open for you. Whoa, nice. And so go ahead and get those. I'm just finishing up, tidying up our final exam there, but I'll have that ready in a little bit here. And perfect. So we are on Module 2, Week 2. Coming to these Google Meets is worth 5 points, so please make sure you come. If not, then please make sure that you watch the video link that I'm going to put here of this video that I'm making right now. So after multiplying and dividing rationals, we're going to be adding and subtracting rational functions day 1 and day 2. And I do have videos, whoop whoop, I do have videos for you to watch to help you learn how to do it, which is pretty awesome.
Right, we are back here at
subtracting
rational expressions.
Monomial dominators, denominators.
Say hi, so go ahead and say hi, you guys, really loud.
Nice.
Let's see, it is 4x.
So that's number 1.
So
we had number 2, maybe 5. Don't forget with subtraction that you distribute the negative through to the x and the negative 3. Watch out there. A lot of people forget that and they make mistakes on those. Maybe I'll just do number 10 with you, which should be fun to do. Make sure you know what you're doing, right? Whoa! So this is the graphing units. So kind of ignore number 18 and 19 for now, 18. It's going to be good to learn it, actually. But we are going to teach you in the next unit how to graph rational functions next. And we just kind of made that its own unit because it was kind of comprehensive by itself. With asymptotes, vertical, horizontal, domain range, holes, anyways. So I don't want to show you that. Whoa, whoa. So definitely watch some videos, though, to get some extra help. And also to look at how this is set up here. So we have all the, it says, hint 1, be careful. There are many distractors with either wrong answers or not simplified answers. Make sure you simplify and reduce everything too, and watch my videos. You're the best. Thanks. So you have all these different answers here. So we're going to figure out together. Look how you can scroll it up and down. Lots of answers to choose from. And so we're going to go and work on number 10 together. So here's our worksheet. Nice, nice. So there's our worksheet. Zoom in. Nice. So here's question number 10 that we're going to show you right now. There we go. And so do you see how it has, we have different denominators? So how you get a common denominator is you try to get them to look like each other. You also, it's trying to find, it's called the LEAST, least. And the common, COMMON, so the least common denominator. Because you can go really big, right? Go big or home, go home. No, don't go big. Because, yeah, you can make both sides be 100 in the bottom by multiplying by some crazy numbers. So find the least common denominator, the LCD, the liquid crystal display, the least common denominator. So, I mean, I could, like, if I wanted them both to be 100, I could, like, multiply by 50 to this side and 25 to this side. And if you do it to the bottom, you got to do the top. But that is just way too big, right? Yeah, so don't do that. Don't do that. We're looking, remember that we're looking for the least common denominator. And so those numbers are way too big. The least common denominator is usually kind of looking at each other and making them look like each other. For example, how would 2 become a 4? Well, you'd go ahead and multiply it by 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. And if you do to the bottom, you have to do it to the top. Now we come over here where 4 is. And so now that this side is 2 times 2 is 4, and x squared. Now this side's feeling a little lonely. What, you got the extra square? You got that x going on? So all we need to do to make it an x squared is 2 times it by x. And if you do to the bottom, then you got to go ahead and do to the top. Nice. So now we have a common denominator of 4x squared and 4x squared. Common denominator. And so now you're going to go ahead and combine the top over the bottom once. Right? Combine the top over the bottom once. And so if I was like writing steps for these, step number 1 would be to try to figure out and get a common denominator, right? Try to make it common using the LCD, least common denominator. Denominator. Since I like to kind of break these up, I will ask you your favorite. And I think I did this in quarter 1, but I want to hear it again. I like some of your guys' responses. It's really fun. So go ahead and tell me your favorite joke now. Favorite joke. So a simple one that I like to use, I kind of made it up so it's not that funny, you know, but we're working with x squared and x cubed, right? And so that's like a polynomial. And so you think about that. What else do you call poly? You call a parrot a poly, right? And so you think about what parrots like to eat, but you also think about what polynomials like to do. Remember with the 2 parentheses? So I guess they kind of related to each other. What do you think? Like Polly want a cracker. Polly want a cracker. What does the math parrot say? Polly want a factor. But so go ahead and send me your favorite joke. Like, what's a penguin's favorite movie? Frozen. So send me your favorite joke, and we'll get you 5 points for watching this video if you didn't make it to our Google Meet. Awesome. Okay, so step number 1 is to get a common denominator. Step number 2 now, after you get a common denominator, is to go ahead, step number 2. Here it is. So step number 2 is to go ahead and distribute through, I guess you could say, like distribute if you need to, or multiply things, distribute the top. Usually have to distribute the top. And then after you distribute the top, then step number 3 is you're going to go ahead and combine, C-O-M-B-I-N-E. So combine the top. There we go. Sorry, I'm spelling with my mouse right now. So let me erase this line because I don't want it to trick us up there. Okay, so combine the top over the denominator. How many times? We have a 4x squared there and a 4x squared there. So combine the top over the bottom. You should write this down. These are some good notes. Good notes for this week. Nice. There we go. Some good notes this week. So combine the top over the bottom how many times? Well, right now we have it twice, but aren't we trying to combine fractions? Yes, you want to combine the top over the bottom once. Cool. So let's do it. So 2 times 6 is a 12. And you're going to write that over the bottom once. So the 4x squared goes in the bottom here. So these two just go ahead. When 2 become 1. So you're going to go ahead and combine those into the bottom once. And then 2 times 6. So 2 times 6 is 12. And then don't forget the negative. Times 6 times x is a negative 6x. Nice, nice. Now, also there's a thing you got to remember. And we're back finishing up that problem. My computer ran out of memory, so I'm going to have to splice these videos together. What happened? So we were just finishing number 10. And so we combine the top over the bottom once. So to combine the top, we do 2 times 6 is 12. Negative times the 6x, that negative symbol, subtraction. times the 6 and the x is a negative 6x all over 4x squared, because we combined the top over the bottom once. Then we turned out there's another step to it. That's step number 4. And so step number 4 is doing the highest power first. Highest power first. So that would be negative 6x in front, right? This goes in the first place. And this gets switched around to second place, which technically is a positive 12. So we have negative 6x plus 12 divided by 4x squared. Then it turns out that we can reduce it. Only if you can do all 3 terms do you want to reduce that, okay? So they're all even, so we can all divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. If they were all divisible by 3, you divide by 3 or 4 or 5. Cool. Okay, so 6 divided by 2, negative 6x divided by 2 is a negative 3x. There we go. 12 divided by 2 is a positive 6. Good. And then all divided by 4x squared divided by 2 is 2x squared. Sick. So there's our answer for problem number 10. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. So that this week is adding and subtracting rational functions, right? Adding and subtracting rational functions. So along with that, adding and subtracting rational functions is adding and subtracting rational functions day 2. So day 2 is going to be a little bit more, like, what do you want to say? Like, not more difficult, but a bit more difficult.
And then 4 plus.
So we do number 4 with you, good. And
right.
you got to list the exclusions. Got to list the exclusions. Awesome. So basically, here's like number 9, for example. What if you don't have a common denominator, like x plus 5 times x minus 5? Well, you can make a common denominator. Well, how do you do that? How do you make a common denominator? Well, how you make a common denominator is you go ahead and, there we go. So you take each other. You take x plus 5 and you multiply it to the top and bottom. And then you take x minus 5, which is on the other side. And on the other side, we're going to take x minus 5 and multiply it on the other side on top and bottom. Let me show you that.
Together with their own individual parentheses. Let's try number 9. So number 9 is missing the x plus 5 on this side.
So that goes over here.
This side, it's missing the.
If you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top.
It's missing the x minus.
Remember,
5.
you can multiply anything by 1 over 1, and that's what we did essentially. We multiplied by 1 over 1. But then we turned it into x plus 5 divided by x plus 5, which is 1 still. You can legally do that. And then on the left side, we multiplied by the other one, x minus 5, over to this side on the top and the bottom. Then we distribute the 2x through. 2x squared. 2x times negative 5 is a negative 10x. Now careful now, careful now.
Ooh, wait a second.
Yeah, wait a second, Nubo. There's a negative there.
Negative with the x.
With the x. Then we distribute it through. Then we get a negative x squared.
And then negative x.
And don't forget the second term.
Negative 5x.
A negative 5x. Cool.
So then, I can already write my exclusions.
And we have 2x squared. Oh, write your exclusions, Newbold.
Write it that way.
So remember, it's opposite sign. This is a positive 5 would make this 0 on the bottom. That's an exclusion. This is a negative 5 plus 5 would make it 0 on the bottom. That's our exclusions. 2x squared minus an x squared is just x squared. And a negative 10x with a negative 5x is a negative 15x. Nice, nice. All divided by x minus 5x plus 5.
Making sure we did that right there so far. In there.
There we go.
The answer, because it can't. But you do
can't cancel the top and bottom at all by factoring out an x out of the top. Nope. So we'll just leave that as our answer. And there you go. So that is how we do adding and subtracting rational functions day 2. So for example, number 10 on this same assignment, you'd multiply the left side times x plus 2, and you'd multiply the right side by x plus 5. Right, top and bottom, top and bottom. And then distribute it through, combine the top over the bottom once. Now our exclusions would not be a positive 5, but a negative 5. And the exclusions for number 10 would be a negative 2. Cool. So just kind of overview of what we're doing this week, and just wanted to share that with you. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you got that other bit of information about your favorite So just said that earlier in this video. So thanks for watching and have a good day.